Somewhere in the Scottish Highlands, a new rally track is born, home to a new format of rally racing. 4 Seasons Rally will see teams compete in a series of challenges to accumulate points, from good old rally racing to obstacle races. It's going to be fun. It's going to be epic. So come on the journey with us. Subscribe to our channel and turn those notifications on, because we're going to make some memories on this track. Before we start our first tournament, we're going to treat you to this one-off stock car event to demonstrate the format. So buckle up, race fans, and enjoy the ride.
Let's meet today's teams. Manchester United have submitted a Ford Escort RS 1600 for the rally race and a Ford Maverick Custom for the obstacle race.
Manchester, love it. The Saviours have submitted this beautiful Honda S800 for the rally race and a Toyota Tacoma for the obstacle race.
They should have stuck something on the front of that Toyota. It's pretty high. Let's hope obstacles don't get stuck under it. Let's take a look at the rules and point system. We have 2 types of vehicles that each team must submit. They can also opt to submit a spare vehicle for one of the types, giving them the option to swap an underperforming vehicle into the pit before the next race event. The first vehicle is for the obstacle race and must be modified to include objects like bull bars attached to the front to smash obstacles out of the way. We will also accept a modified truck or van without attachments.
That's right, Tom. Just like the 2 trucks we have taking part in today's event. Teams will be taking part in multiple race events before elimination starts. So we really encourage them to go all out with the modifications on the obstacle vehicle. Some of our incredible October tournament submissions are pictured here as examples.
Teams are also required to submit a regular modified vehicle for the rally races. There will be no obstacles in the rally races. Speed is the only objective.
In the opening round, teams will typically go head-to-head with each of the other teams and accumulate points per team, not per vehicle. Points are accumulated over the opening round with no eliminations until the end of the round. In the obstacle race, 2 points are awarded per checkpoint crossed. 2 bonus points are awarded for a first-place finish or getting closer to the finish line if both teams DNF.
In the rally races, teams will get 1 point per checkpoint passed, 1 point for crossing the finish line, and 3 bonus points for finishing in first place.
First up, it's the rally race, with the Honda S800 for the Saviours in the left lane and the Ford Escort for Manchester on the right. Go for it, boys.
I hate yellow cars, but that Honda S800 just works in yellow.
Yeah, it does, don't it?
Here's the controversial jump. Always mixed opinions from race teams on these.
The only thing controversial, Tom, is your driving gloves.
Don't all British people wear them?
No.
That's a first-place finish and 7 points to the Saviours.
What's this plonker doing smashing about?
That was a comfortable win for the Honda. We don't really have an inside lane advantage on this track with an almost equal number of changes. So, Manchester United are going to really have to put that pedal down in the final lap.
The Ford is just no match for this JDM Classic. It's just crafted by angels.
Joe, you're dribbling. Do I need to get you a work bib?
Yes you do.
We just passed a billboard with our Corkscrew Laguna tournament winner Numbskull on it. We've got a few empty billboards to fill with tournament winners.
So far, the cars are making that jump nicely. Teams will need to be careful to balance the weight of their vehicle.
Sorry to interrupt, Ruby, but God, that sound gives me the shivers. It's like an angel singing.
You've spent too much time working at high altitude the last 6 months, Joe.
Probably. Here comes Plonker again. Nut job.
The Saviours are off to a good start with 14 points, but everything could change in the obstacle race. We have started off pretty tame with the obstacles today, but they will get a lot worse in future tournaments.
I'll tell you, managing this project has been an absolute nightmare, whilst you two have been gallivanting around LA. The races were starting and I still had diggers installing parking lots, helicopters drying tarmac in the spectators area. I'm still waiting on a grandstand to arrive from Germany, and I've got a truckload of picnic benches waiting to be unloaded. Cheers for the help, guys.
Oh, Joe, we're so sorry. We couldn't miss summer in LA. It's frickin' freezing here in Scotland.
Yeah, and you've done an amazing job without us, Joe. Especially the McDonald's at the finish line. Who doesn't like a cheeky burger after a rally race?
Anyway, let's go to the obstacle race. I want to watch some hay bales get smashed up.
The dark blue Ford Maverick on the left is driving for Manchester United, and the light blue Toyota for the Saviours.
Man, I've been waiting a long time for this. The producers wouldn't listen to half of my obstacle ideas, though. Apparently tying sheep to the track is animal cruelty.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, we don't need no protesters gluing themselves to our track.
We've got hay bales still rolling down. Thought I'd change the subject there. Conversation was getting risky.
What a drift. This has been a little closer than the rally race.
Saviours weren't giving up in that Toyota. I hope they had a roll cage fitted.
Roll cages are regulation. Manchester United won that race taking 8 points. They've closed the gap a little, but we need a DNF from the Saviors if they have any chance of winning.
Let's bring up a slow motion replay and see how the obstacles impacted the vehicles.
Yeah, not a lot actually, but we've seen regular cars almost come to a stop from them. We are going to add a lot more obstacles though, and shake things up between tournaments.
Importantly, we use markers on the track to ensure the obstacles in each tournament are placed in exactly the same place each time to ensure we keep things fair for all teams.
I'd hate to be the person running around the track collecting the obstacles after each race, but that's a real nightmare for whoever has to do it.
Yeah, I bet they end up absolutely everywhere. We definitely need a lot more obstacles.
Well, as I said, we've got a few upgrades left to make. All in good time, Ruby. There's still all to play for with just 4 points between the teams. If you haven't already subscribed and liked the video, be an absolute diamond, will you?
If you do subscribe, maybe we will think about installing some seating for you spectators. Drop us a comment. What would you like to see when you visit our track? Hot dog stool, banana van, the comment with the most likes. We will make it happen.
What the heck is a banana van? Is this an American thing?
Nope. Tom is just being weird.
The Saviors Toyota is flooring it this lap. Manchester Hair United don't have much hope now.
You definitely just said Manchester Hair, Tom.
I'm sure Manchester's Hairs are united.
What on earth is the Ford doing?
Probably doing what Fords do best, breaking down.
Here he is. Maybe Plonker's behind the wheel again.
You know that's not actually his name, right? Anyway, the Saviors have a 6-point lead. In our proper tournaments, teams will carry these points forward as they go head-to-head with the next team.
This is where teams will have to be strategic. Teams have the option of submitting one extra vehicle to the pit. It can either be a rally race vehicle or an obstacle race vehicle. Can't be used for both. Manchester United would almost certainly swap the Ford RS 1600 into the pit if they had already submitted a spare rally vehicle to the pit. They do only have 24 hours to tell us from the video going up though. Think of it like footballers coming on and off the bench.
Teams beware, the obstacles will get a whole lot worse than you have seen today. Thank you for watching and please give us your feedback in the comments. Leave us a like. Think of it as leaving a tip in a restaurant and subscribe so you don't miss the action-packed tournaments we have lined up for you.